Let's talk about a little bit two things that I feel that will improve your game regarding working with block elements. The first thing is the border radius. So basically, this attribute or or this property is used to basically um, put a round edge on block elements, and that's what it is. So for example, we have here our little element that I'm just gonna put here in really corner so we can see uh, the the text here better. So basically what we do here is if we call these uh, border radius, there are different things that we can do with it. Basically, if I put just one value as, for example, I'll do 25 pixels, you can see right now that if I make this a little bit bigger, there we go. Now you can see that the corners of each side has been a little bit like, curved. So that's kind of the idea. So again, if I remove this value, you will see that the corners go to their original stage, which is like a 90-degree sharp, basically corner. I can set that. I can set just like we did with margins and margins and padding and that kind of thing. I can pass different values. So I can pass two different values. So I can do a 10 pixels and I can do a 25 pixels. So now you can see that basically the I have different values or different ways to do this. So these corner here and this corner here have just a 10, and this corner here and this corner here, these two here, they have a 25 pixels radius. So just keep that in mind. You can pass different values if you want, and actually we're going to do that a little bit. Okay, the second property that I want to show you that you can change is the box shadow. And box shadow, the only thing that it does is provide a shadow at its name. You can tell from its name, provides a shadow to this block element. So there are different values that you can pass as well. A little bit different from how you pass the values for text shadow. So there's one more value and you have to be conscious about that. So the first value, no matter what, is going to be the horizontal offset. So if I do 3 pixels, nothing is going to happen yet, but then I can pass the horizontal value, which in this case is going to be 5 just for the sake of the example. And you can see now that I can start seeing the offset going on. Now look at this. This is blue. Okay, the offset is blue. Why? Because I'm declaring on the border element here that the border is going to be blue. So again, that's an inherent property that this box shadow is going to take. Because the border is blue, the box shadow is going to be blue. Now, if I had the text black or the border black, it's going to be black. So again, just keep that in mind that you may use the same color or you may use something different. And I'm going to show you how you can set another color. So second value, vertical offset. Third value, just like when we were working with text shadow, is the blur radius. So in this case, the blur radius is going to be 5 pixels. So you see how it started getting like kind of fuzzy. If I do 1, it stays solid, or I can just keep it in 0 and that's fine. So I'm just going to do 10 just for the sake of the example. So you can see the radius is a little bit like more, the blur radius is a little bit, blurrer. The spread is how big this is gonna get. So if I do 50, now you can see that the spread is really, really big. I'm just gonna do like 5 pixels spread. So you can see that now it's getting bigger and bigger. If you want, again, I this is kind of the new value. So at this point we have 4 values, and then we can do the color. In this case, I'm gonna do red, and look at that. We have a boxed shadow with an offset of 3 pixels horizontal, a vertical offset of 5 pixels. Our blur radius is 10 pixels. The spread is 5 pixels, and the color is red. Okay. Let's go back to the border radius for a little bit. Again, as I told you before, you can actually set different values to different corners. So if I do 50 and then pixels here, and then I do 30 pixels here, you will see that it gets a little weird shadow. I mean, a little bit of a weird shape right now, but just for the sake of the example, again, the same thing. We start on the top corner, then we go to the right, then we go, the third value is this corner here on the left, sorry, on the right, and the last value is on the left. So again, you can pass the 4 values if you want. And yeah, that's it. Another way you can do it, I think you can do border radius left. No, that doesn't work. Okay, but that's cool. So again, border radius, and then you can just do 25 pixels, and that's it.